You're going live. You are live. You are live. How the fuck is the world going? How you fucking going? Haven't even got camera set up. Looking fucking good. Walkabout Wednesday. How you fucking going? How was yesterday? I tried to do a video and doing my homebrew still, and then the storm rolled into town. First time it's fucking rained in 3 months, so the grass is dead. I drove to work this morning and I was like, you could just see the grass and a little bit of green in it, you know what I mean? Look like the Wallabies jersey. Nice hat. Thanks, mate. Fucking legendary hat. Get it on Uncle Rico is where I got this hat from, the legendary hat. But yeah, I did a batch of moonshine, so I've finally done another fucking brew, and I actually did it real good this time round because the last 2 batches I've made fucking bogan firewater. It was terrible shit. The shit that I was shotting all them lives for $5, I'm telling you, it'd fucking kill a normal person. Nah. But anyway, Walkabout fucking Wednesday. And I haven't even told you about old the other night when I went to what's her fucking name? The Aboriginal Sheila, Jacinta Price. I went to see her show, and it was fucking not bad, eh? She's pretty good, that Sheila. And some Aboriginals in the crowd, they went mental. They're like, this is our land. We've had enough of this bullshit. And like the stupidest thing about that, you might have seen, I uploaded the video of these people going ballistic in the crowd. And it was real stupid, right? Because Jacinta Price, she's been doing Australia speaking tour, and she's talking about Indigenous culture. And it's sort of like mind the gap, because you know how they say there's like a, it's not like the pay gap between men and women. They say there's like a huge gap between Indigenous Australians and the rest of Australians. And it's actually true statistically. It's quite terrible. And I don't think anyone thinks that's good enough. No Australian thinks that's good enough. I think most Aussies, most Aussie bogans out there, we like to get on with the Aboriginals. Jacinta's pretty good. And like the stupidest thing, she shared, one thing I love about her, Jacinta Price, she like, my mind, I like things to be kind of structured. Bang, 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 bang. And then you're like, yeah, I can see that. I can understand that. Like, I don't know, Western culture or Christianity, all these things they're quite structured, right? And Jacinta Price, she spoke about the Indigenous Aboriginal culture in like a real structured way. She talked about, and I thought like, wow, that's the first time I've heard her talk about Indigenous Aboriginal culture that was really structured and like easy to understand. So I'm like, the Aboriginal people in the crowd who are like protesting fucking an Aboriginal lady, because she's awesome. She's kind of like, just leave Australia Day. If you guys are unaware of this, and every year we have our, it's like 4th of July. It's the equivalent. We have Australia Day on the 26th of January. We celebrate Australia Day, right? And the Aboriginals, they call it Invasion Day. They carry on. But Jacinta Price is a conservative Aboriginal politician, and she's just like, leave Australia Day alone. Don't try to change the national anthem. Don't try to change the flag. Don't try to remove fucking Captain Cook statues. Leave it all alone. Just fucking leave it alone. And there's enough issues in the Indigenous community that we should be focusing on that, closing the gap. And that's why our show was called Mind the Gap anyway. But yeah, so anyway, we went to a show last Thursday. That's why I didn't do Thursday. I was watching this Aboriginal lady do a fucking speaking tour. It was real good. So I thought I'd just let you know. You can watch it after this. Just go watch fucking. I uploaded a video of the I think it's called Extinction. I don't know. Some fucking Aboriginals like protesting. She's talking. She's sharing her about her culture and real bloody good, really informative. It made me like kind of appreciate Aboriginal culture more and understand it. And then some idiot Aboriginals in the crowd are like, "You fucking, we've heard enough," and they carried on like pork chops, and you're like, this lady is fucking doing more for Aboriginal people than any of yous, because I think for me, she was sharing about the culture and the structure of the culture in a way we can understand and comprehend and appreciate. But anyway, that's just another fucking rant. I haven't spoken about it. What do? We went to Jacinta Price. Then I fucking caught a possum on the weekend. And then yesterday I tried to film me fucking making moonshine. And then the storm rolled in town, fucked up my internet. So that didn't happen. I was like, well, fuck this. You kind of have to keep an eye on the still when it's making the fucking delicious moonshine. You know what I mean? Old mate commenting in the comments section, thoughts on Brisbane housing market. Ooh, my thoughts on the Brisbane housing market. I think the economy's not doing too well. If I was you and you were about to buy a house, I don't know, as long as your job's stable, I guess, there's a chance houses could drop in value. So if you're going to buy in, don't buy an investment property. I don't think it's a good time to buy an investment property. I think you just fucking buy a place to live in, get into the market. It's better to get in the market than rent. And you can start paying it down. The only thing is the value of the property could drop a little bit, but fuck, what do I know? Buy in Ipswich where it's affordable. Buy somewhere near public transport. Somewhere near fucking where there's work, number one, and good public transport and schools, and you should be right. That's me thoughts on the fucking housing market in fucking Brisbane. But yeah, if you don't, heaps of my mates are buying. So, I think there's enough people who are confident, but that's just all whatever, I've been in my place for, I don't know, 9 years, paying it off, slowly paying my fucking mortgage off. Another fucking 20-something years. I'm sure I'll refinance eventually as well. Yeah, Ippy houses are cheap, but I want to live in Brisbane. The price difference is rough. Yeah, if you buy a house in Ipswich, dude, get somewhere like real close to the fucking train, like walking distance from the train station in Ipswich, right? And you'll be in for a fucking bargain, brother, because I train it into the city all the time. It's like half an hour. And we've got the Ipswich train line is all brand new trains. There's no old trains. They're all fucking brand new. I'm always on them trains. I'm on them trains fucking all the time. And late hours of the night, it's fucking safe as. There's Wi-Fi on there. Who gives a fuck? You're half an hour from the train. You're half an hour from the city on the train, bro. Half an hour. Nothing. Sit on your fucking phone, put some earphones in, and just watch the Dusty Bogan talk. Absolute shit. Nah. And save yourself probably 150 grand. You know what I mean? Go buy something for $380,000 in Ipswich near a train line, right? And you'll be fucking laughing, because the same house would cost you like 480 grand in closer. And that's only going to get you 10 minutes closer to the city. So why the fuck, you know what I mean? You might as well go another 10 minutes out and save $100,000 as long as it's near the train station. That's my fucking advice. But what the fuck does this bogan know? Don't sue me if you buy a house and the market crashes. This is not fucking the This is not the place you get advice for this shit, bro. Generally, I'm doing shots of moonshine on these lives, so don't take my advice. You know what I fucking mean? Here's a bloody. Did you know it's International Cheeseburger Day? My mouth is fucking watering. McDonald's is selling $1 cheeseburgers for International Cheeseburger Day. Good news, burger fans. Today you'll be able to get your hands on a Macca's cheeseburger for a bargain. They should be $1 anyway. You know what I mean? No, they're not bad. If I get a cheeseburger, just try this. Get a cheeseburger minus the sauce. That's what I reckon. My missus always like, don't be difficult. The Dusty Sheila, don't be difficult. Fuck off. No sauce. No sauce on your cheeseburger. Give it a crack. I'm sure you'll be like, you'll give me the tip of the hat and you'll be like, yeah, fucking good one. Anyway, if you want to go get your $1 fucking cheeseburger, I fucking love McDonald's. I love all fast food, let's face it. What you need to do, see, Macca should pay me. They should be paying me. Dusty should be getting free McDonald's. You can super chat me and shout me a fucking free, delicious $1 cheeseburger if you're a fucking tired ass. This bogan needs you. Dustbo needs a fucking McDonald's thick shake and $1 cheeseburger. If anyone's in the wants to donate about $4 in the super chats, because I'm Born Nordic. 550 in Brisbane is average to buy a house. 550 grand. Imagine. So you need imagine if you needed 10% deposit, $55,000 deposit for a young person. Can be done. Absolutely can be done. It's not too bad. Then your mortgage is, $395,000. That's all right at these interest rates. Here's some advice for you. Buy a house that's high set Queenslander and build a granny flat underneath and board it out to some quiet person. And it will probably, maybe that board could make it as affordable as living in Ipswich. That could actually work. But yeah, 550, that's a lot of money. Go Ipswich. I think the average house price is 380 grand. So that is fucking so much money. You're already, save yourself a fortune. You're an extra 10, 15 minutes from the city. That all. Anyway, I was losing it here. My mouth started watering from the cheeseburger. I'm looking at a picture of a cheeseburger right now. If you want to cash in on a $1 cheeseburger, I couldn't believe it. I was reading this at lunch. I was like, this is at Smoko. I was like, this is fucking amazing. $1 cheeseburgers for everyone. And then I read it and it's like, all you need to do is log into the app, the fucking McDonald's app. Customers will be able to purchase a cheeseburger for $1 through Macca's smartphone app. I need to download this app right now. All you need to do is log into the app, check the My Rewards section to redeem a cheeseburger for $1 minus the sauce. That's my tip to you. The Macca's app is available for free. McDonald's special promotion is limited. This is the bullshit. Limited to just one per customer and exclusive via the app. And at that point, I was just like, fuck you. And I just started losing it. You know what I mean? But nah, seriously, I'm going to go after this live and go get a couple. I'll go get one. I'm just going to be the biggest prick. I'm going to rock up with me app. I'm going to go through the drive-through and I'm going to get $1 fucking cheeseburger minus sauce and a thick shake. Macca's thick shakes have actually improved. They've gotten better. Bore Nordic, $500,000, $500,000. What a joke. Jeez, what if anyone's tuning in internationally, what's your average house price in your city? Let us know in the comment section. You know what I mean? Maybe I can become an illegal immigrant and migrate to where you are. You know, the globalists will back me up. They'll be like, I'll just be like, I'm an illegal fucking refugee, mate. People would crack the shits because I was a bogan and they didn't like me. I was too much of a tight ass drinking moonshine and dollar fucking cheeseburgers. You know what I mean? Nah. Refugee status. I wonder if I could claim refugee status. I would totally would. I'd claim refugee status in the UK or America. Fuck Canada. Too cold. Nah. I was reading this. What was I fucking reading today? Something about bloody Pauline Hanson, right? She's getting amongst it. Hanson's claim. Oh, Pauline Hanson, right? I think she's getting a review. Where is this article I was reading? Anyway, I was reading an article about, here we go. Simon Bergham, minister don't hear Hanson's claim. Ministers didn't hear Hanson's claim. But I don't get this. Anyway, women who have suffered from domestic violence should feel about being cross-examined by Pauline Hanson during the family law inquiry, given her statements about them making up allegations. So this is like a shit article where they've just jumped halfway, like you can't even pick up the context of what it's saying. So this is the context of what the shit article's saying, this shitty journalist from news.com.au, right? Pauline Hanson wants a review into domestic violence cases, right? And this has been a long-standing thing with One Nation. I think there's a thing how a lot of men, right? Men, if it doesn't work out with that missus, they don't get access to their children if they have a divorce, right? And these men just get like, they fucking lose everything. They lose the house. They could lose half of the house, if not more. Then they got to pay child support, and then the bitch will go put out a DVO, domestic violence order, against this bloke. Fucking heaps of blokes all around Australia. And then the guys, they lose custody. They don't get 50-50 custody. They don't get to see their kids barely ever. Now, One Nation's always talked about this, and they're like, this is terrible. These guys lose their fucking marriage. They lose their family. They lose their house. Then they have to pay child support. They're broke as F. Then the woman will be like pissed off for some random reason and say, put out a domestic violence order. And then the bloke loses complete access to his children. So One Nation, because One Nation actually, which is a alternative right-wing political party in Australia, if you guys don't know, they've always spoke about this One Nation, and they're like concerned. They're like, these blokes, these children should be able to see their fathers, number one. Number two, the blokes pretty much just fucking have no hope of ever, if you're like working a normal job, you lost everything, you got to start again, and then you're losing a chunk of your income to pay child support, which is kind of fair. But then if the DVO gets put on you, you could be like, you're a fucking bitch, let me see these fucking kids. And she'd be like, fuck you, I'll put a DVO against you. Random shit like this happens, right? So One Nation they'll put in for an inquiry about this, and these shitty journalists, these left-wing journalists, because anything One Nation does, and One Nation's done heaps of things. One Nation that was the party that originally suggested offshore detention and put forward the banking inquiry And now they're put forward to have fucking a review in domestic violence cases, because they know that women are taking advantage of the system, and these kids never get to see their fucking dads. And the statistics is like 26 men a week commit suicide because they don't have access to their children. And One Nation has heard the fucking plead of the voters. They always listen. And they're standing up. And they're saying it's not fucking good enough. Here we go. I'm asking you, let's read this article. I'm asking you in relation to the claim that women make up domestic violence claims. Are you alarmed by that statement? Were you worried when you heard Senator Pauline Hanson making that statement this morning? I didn't hear her make that statement, Patricia. I have been busy with the UK Trade Secretary in town. I'm responding to your question, and I'm taking them all at face value, Mr. Birmingham said. I don't even know who fucking Birmingham is. Simon Birmingham. I don't even know. He's probably some other politician, right? I'm asking you, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, this is what you need to fucking know. Years ago, there was this domestic violence. There was this thing on at the park down the road in Ipswich, right? And it was like, I don't know, the third or second rally I've ever been to in my life. I think it was the third rally I've been to. And it was like, it was put on by this organization called, I think it was like 21 Fathers. So that must be, it's 21 fathers a week commit suicide because they lose access to their children. They lose everything. So we went down there to support, hear what the fuck's going on, right? And One Nation, Malcolm Roberts was there. And he was like, the media rocked up, right? This is the first time I ever got on the news, actually. So I was laughing. The media rocked up and they were like, swarmed Malcolm Roberts, this awesome One Nation politician. And they're like, you're advocating against women's rights, and you're here undermining these women. You're a misogynist. You're all this and that. And Malcolm Roberts is like, hang on a minute. I'm here to learn about these 21 fathers who are committing suicide every week because false DVO orders get put out. They lose access to their children. They feel hopeless. The courts system is fucked. He didn't say that. But anyway, and I was like, everyone was legging it. Everyone was like, oh, getting away from the media. And Malcolm Roberts was standing on his own. I was like, fuck this. I just walked straight up next to him and I was like, hey mate, this guy's telling the truth, Malcolm Roberts, and you are the fucking liars. You are the liars. The mainstream media. And I got on the news. Yeah. It was fucking awesome. And that's why when I read that article today, even though it was some shit article, barely comprehensible, I thought, you know what, I kind of know what Pauline Hanson and One Nation are talking about there because I went to that rally years ago. This is probably 2.5 years ago. And yeah, it's pretty important because another talk I went to was about the Australian Constitution, and it's set up based off the Magna Carta. And we're supposed to, every time you go to court under the Constitution, you should have a jury of 12, right? And the only time that doesn't happen is in the family courts. The family courts. And I didn't know that. I was like, huh. And in the family courts, you know, people are getting screwed over fucking majorly. Men are getting screwed over majorly. They lose everything. You know what I mean? They lose everything. It's fucking terrible. Anyway, I jump back in the comments section. Holy shit. Okay, people have actually said how much the house prices are. Bore Nordic. Also, $6.60 for a small cheeseburger meal in Brisbane. Imagine that. Is that a ripoff? I guess you can get a family feast for like $20, which is all right. That's what I do when I go to Macca's. I feel like, I'm just like $20. You get like a quarter pounder, a Big Mac, 2 cheeseburgers, four small fries and 4 small soft drinks. $20. That's what I do. And I just fucking sit there like a pig, like, but I love it. Like a kid. Holy damn. NEPB. Guessing you're a proud boy. 80 grand in Nebraska. 80 grand. Holy fuck. 85 grand for Bogans. Damn straight, bro. Are there any jobs there, but you know what I mean? Or is it just like you own your house and you just go fishing and drinking moonshine? That's all right. 80 grand for a house. And our dollar's terrible at the moment compared to the US. I think it's like $1. I don't fucking know. I could look it up. US dollar to Australian. At the moment, $1.46. Holy fuck. So it's, 120, 130 grand. That's all right. You know what I mean? That's all right. I would pay that. I could sell my house, take my equity, and just buy a house in the fucking middle of Nebraska. I could still talk shit. I'm sure the internet's still good out there, eh? You know what I mean? Cheeseburgers are 0.001. Yeah. The fourth rider, 92. Damn, I didn't think a house in Nebraska would be that much. Is Nebraska in the middle of nowhere? I need to put in this. I need to look up where Nebraska is, bro. Nebraska. Where the fuck is Nebraska in an American map? Sorry, I don't know this. Nebraska. Just fucking show me, mate. Show me on a map. Show me an image. Oh, yeah? Where are we? Looks kind of like... Oh, Nebraska. In the heart of America. It's right in the heart of America, bro. I'd live there. Probably the safest place on earth. Looks fucking beautiful, dude. The 10 biggest cities in Nebraska. So there must be a fair amount of stuff going on down there. Looks beautiful, man. Looks really nice. I'm fucking moving to my Nebraska. Nebraska's population. It's probably the size of fucking more people in Nebraska than the whole of Australia. What the fuck? Okay. 2 million people. That's all good, man. That's like the size of the South Island of New Zealand. You know what I mean? Where am I in the comments section? Board Nordic. America needs to move away from the metric system when counting its money. It's too easy to understand it. El Gusso. Yeah, my mum made up some lies when my parents split, tried to get him with a domestic assault. Fucking oath, man. That's what happens. How would you be? And like, you'd already feel pissed off. Like if a marriage broke down or a relationship broke down, everyone's angry. Everyone's angry. It's not nice. Anyway, that's terrible, mate. They fucking lied to you. Don't remind us, we know it's terrible, lol. Bogan, you should watch the movie Nebraska before you decide to move there. Oh, have you all seen the scene? I drove past a bus stop today on my way home, and there was a fucking Rambo poster. The new Rambo movie. What is it? Last Blood. And I was like, hell yeah. I think I should make like a parody. Rambogan. John Rambogan. I actually have like this mad brown or black fucking mullet wig, and then I'll just tie like a red thing and just walk the streets. John Rambogan. We'll restart. It'll be like the first binge. That's what I was talking about today with my workmates. I'm like, yeah, the first binge, John Rambogan, and I just go out on like a binge drinking session and just film it. It could end up like First Blood. Anything could happen. Do it all live, just on the piss of the GoPro. Just get maggot. Put cops lock you up. Try to arrest you. Go run in the bush and turns into First Blood, the first Rambo movie. Nah, but yeah, I saw that poster and I thought, oh yeah, that's another good one. And I was like looking at all these posters. I said to my missus the other day, we were driving, I'm like, it used to be all these posters in the bus stops and the train stations, billboards on the side of the motorway. It used to be all like beautiful women and ripped as fuck dudes, half naked people who are like ripped, 1%ers, 9.9s, like supermodels everywhere. And you'd be like, fair enough. And I said to my missus, I'm like, have you noticed that's gone now? And all I see is posters of like lesbian, weird, with all the women now that have shit haircuts, terrible haircuts, like lesbian bloke haircuts, like the worst haircuts with fucking shitty hair dye on all these posters everywhere, on all the bus stops. These women with terrible style who aren't attractive at all. And I'm like, I said to my miss, I'm like, are you noticing this, babe? I'm like, or is it just me? And I'm like, look, check this poster up, the next bus stop. It was I'm like, do they look like weirdo lesbians to you? And she's like, yeah, they do. Next one. I'm like, look at that haircut. Look at this woman selling me a fucking watch, trying to sell me a watch with some shitty pink hair-dyed bitch who's ugly as fuck. And I thought, what is wrong? What is going on in this world? And then driving home, yeah, I was like, fucking yes. And I was actually driving to work this morning and driving home past the same poster, and it was John Rambo, Last Blood. And I thought, thank fuck. I'm getting so sick of driving past these shitty, ugly fucking lesbians. You know what I mean? If you're on a poster, you should be attractive. I shouldn't have to fucking drive home, filthy dirty after a hard day's work, looking at some ugly bitch trying to sell me fucking insurance or whatever they're trying to fucking sell me. You know what I mean? Do you get my drift, bud? This is what happens when, the weirdos, when they said at school, at school, when the kid fell over and you're like, ha ha ha, learn to tie your shoelaces up. Everyone cracked up. It was funny, right? And the teacher said, one day that nerd will be your boss. That's what's happened. There are bosses. They own these. They're like, sit there and they're like, you know what we need? Less attractive people selling shit and more ugly fucking weirdos who look weird. They're gonna sell. Everyone's gonna buy this shit because we're going with the times. We're moving with the times, man. Anyway, where am I? Back in the anxious Aussie. Whoa. Are you fucking telling me what happens in the fucking Rambo movie, bro? Are you joking me? I don't want to know, man. I see. I'm just skipping 2 of yours. I'm not even going to read, bro, because I don't want you to spoil them. Don't spoil the movie. I try not to even watch trailers, bro. I'm like, new Rambo's coming out. new Terminator's coming, new fucking whatever is coming out, new Matrix, whatever movie's coming out. And I go, sweet, bro, I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to watch the fucking trailer. You know what I mean? But all good, mate. You didn't know that. That's the way I do. I see you said he kills everyone, and that's great. I actually love action movies. That's the one good thing about, like, on Netflix, I know there's so much. One thing I always say about Netflix, it's like, you know, it's like sex sells, man. So they put in, you know, sex scenes. It's not sex scenes. Fucking Netflix is adultery scenes. It's just full of adultery everywhere. And so many seasons and movies on Netflix, I've just fucking turn that shit off because they glorify adultery. So I want nothing to do with it. But anyway, one good thing about Netflix is they have a heap of fucking good B-grade action movies. You know what I mean? And that's all good. Every day I try it. Nah, I reckon if, you know, look, three nights in the week, I try to watch a good B-grade action movie where everyone dies and the good guy always wins. You know what I mean? When movies were good, without all the stupid CGI and all the bullshit and all the special effects, none of it. I don't need any of that shit. I was watching Wheelman on Netflix the other day, and that was a good movie. I was like, yeah, this was a good movie. This movie seemed like it was cheaply made, and it was just straight up fucking action, no CGI, no bullshit, and it was brilliant. Fourth Rider 92. All I wanted was to be left alone. You killed 6 emus and 3 kangaroos. No, I haven't killed any emus. I wouldn't kill emus. You're not allowed to kill emus anyway, bro. But I get you that you want to be left alone. Isn't that a nice thing? That I just want to be left alone too. Emus, emus, I'm guessing. What else is going on? There was some other shit going on that I had to tell you about, and I fucking forgot. I lost it when I was having my fucking tangent. I think there's new episodes of The Ranch on Netflix. I haven't watched them. For me, watching comedies, I'm more after a weeknight, after you do all your shit you got to do, go to the gym. You just want to chill out. I just have to watch an action movie if I'm going to watch anything. I can't watch a comedy like The Ranch. I'm saving The Ranch for the next time I have, you know, it's pissing down rain on the weekend and I have to like binge watch something. I'm going to watch The Ranch. It's actually a good show. If you haven't watched it, you should. That's a fucking top-notch one. And another thing, spoiler alert. I don't want to spoil shit for you. Are there any Survivor fans watching? Does anyone watch the Australian Survivor at the moment? Tell me in the comment section. I don't want to fucking spoil it for you if you're not up to date. I watch it on 10 view. I don't watch it on TV. 10 views better. You get way less ads. Let me know. No one's saying shit. Anyway, if you follow it, you know who got fucking, what do they call it? Voted out last night. The living legend, Luke, the king of the jungle, he's gone. Spoil it for you. Anyway, he's a fucking mad dude. And me and my missus were like hoping he'd win because he has like, I don't know, 3 kids who have fucking, I don't know, 2 of them have autism and one of them, his youngest daughter, who's only like 2 months old, has some, she has some disease. She's really young. She was born with some, I don't know, terrible thing. So he has like a tough situation with his family, and we were like, we want him to win. And he got voted out. We're like, spewing. But the cool thing was, on Facebook, someone shared a GoFundMe for Luke from Survivor. And the cool thing is he's got like $410,000 raised, which is, you know, it's $500,000 for the winnings for Australian Survivor. And I was like, donated $10 to Luke. If you go to my Dusty Bogan's mates chat on Telegram, there's the link for Luke. Fucking donate the bloke $1. I think you lose 10% or some shit to GoFundMe. I was like, fucking hell. What a dog act. But anyway, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is the best action movie. That's actually a really good movie, hey? Look up brand placement Netflix, hey? I will, mate. I'm going to look that up. Kevin, you fucking legend. I'm typing that down. Brand placement. I'm typing in my phone. Brand placement. Oh, is it? Yeah, okay. So cool. So that's probably like a documentary, I'm gathering, which talks about all the bullshit out there that, advertisement. I guess that's in context of what I was saying before, about all the bullshit out there that they fucking advertise and put down your neck. And it's just fucking bullshit, isn't it? Anyway, what else is in the news? What else is in the news today? $1 fucking cheeseburgers. Nah. Anyway, I'm going to get my fucking $1 cheeseburger. InfoWars. A legal ban on eating cats and dogs in the UK. Are you fucking serious? Ban on eating dogs and cats blocked in the UK because it might offend East Asians, who are pretty good Asians, let's face it. I think they call Asians, like Middle Easterns, Asians, which in the UK, which is technically true, but just call them Middle Easterners. Anyway. How fucking stupid. A legal ban on eating cats and dogs in the UK has been blocked over fears it might offend people from Southeast Asian countries. Are you serious? Are they seriously eating that many cats and dogs? That's fucked, bro. Yes, really. After a bill was drawn up to make possession of dog or cat meat illegal in the UK, civil servants stepped in to halt the move. That is fucked up. Tory MP, whatever the fucking that name is, was later told that the main reason the Minister of Justice blocked the bill was over fears it would be seen as culturally insensitive to dictate to other countries what they could eat. It's what they can eat in your country, you fucking weirdos. Cats and dogs should not be. They're weird, like, isn't it that you don't eat meat-eating animals? You're better to eat animals that only eat fucking grass. You know what I mean? Isn't that like the thing? I guess I've eaten crocodile anyway, despite the fact that it would have no impact whatsoever on Southeast Asian countries where dog and cat meat is consumed. Has nothing to do with it. They're talking about the law in the UK. Dogs are companion animals. We do not eat them, and that is a very important message to send to the rest of the world. What the fuck? I probably, this is the thing. This is the thing we all have to ask ourselves. Would you eat a dog or a cat? I'd eat it if I had to, but if it was cat or dog on the menu, geez. The thing is, in all these, sometimes when I eat Chinese food and you're like, they'll be like, what is it? Is that chicken? Be like, no, it's cat. Just to stir the pot. You know what I'm talking about? We've all done it. It's racially insensitive. That's a racial stereotype. Not all Asians eat cat and dog. Well, apparently they do. Apparently, the fucking minister has blocked it because it was insensitive to the Southeast Asian cat and dog delicacies. They're so fucking delicious. It's not culturally insensitive because we're not telling them what to do. We're just telling them what we do he added, noting that he was surprised by MOJ's objection. Around 30 million dogs are slaughtered and eaten in China, the Philippines, Indonesia, Thailand, Laos, Vietnam, and Cambodia every single year. Many are skinned alive. That is fucked, and suffer horrendous torture. Now that is fucking disgusting. No animal that shouldn't happen to any animal, man. Shouldn't happen. That is fucked up. Progressives claim every culture is equal and that we shouldn't judge. What the fuck? I say some cultures are better than others. Paul Joseph Watson, the fucking living legend from InfoWars. That's what this article's from. So fucked up. But I'll tell you a fucked up thing about our culture. And this is what I was saying the other day to the Dusty Sheila. And, we were talking about, I said, you know what? I don't think I could ever own a dog now. I think dog ownership has been ruined for me. Why? Why is that? I want a dog. Can we get a dog? Oh. And I said, because I was driving home. Some bloke was walking his dog. And then, this is the rule. This is the rule in Australia, the rule of law. The dog took a shit on someone's front lawn, and the bloke has a fucking plastic bag and has to pick the shit up. Oh, here you go, little fella. Puts the fucking old plastic bag on his hands and picks up this freshly laid dog shit. The freshly laid dog shit, mate, and keeps walking the dog. And I thought, that is so fucked up, man. They have ruined dog ownership. That law, do you know what? If a guy walks his dog down my street and it shits on my lawn, I don't give a fuck. That shit is going to dry up and I'm going to hit it with my lawnmower. And who gives a fuck? I don't even care. I think it's inhumane that human, men and women, two genders, there's only two, men and women on fucking planet Earth should not have to fucking pick up that dog shit. The only time you should be picking up a dog shit is if you're in a kid's park, a playground area, or a sports field, okay? Randomly walking your dog, I don't think it should be required to pick up your dog's shit, okay? So it's kind of like, I will, when I have children, this is the thing, I know it always happens like this. So when I have kids and they beg me for a dog, I want a dog so fucking bad, I'll pick up a shit. Oh, I'm going to pick up a shit. You won't have to do it, Dad. You won't have to walk the dog. You won't have to pick up the shit. And I'll just be saying, fuck. I refuse to pick up dog shit. That is so fucked up. Unless you had like a shovel. That's like more of a, you know what I mean? Anyway, you get my point. Is it out of control? I know it's out of control that they fucking eat cats and dogs. It's out of control. They skin them alive. 30 million dogs. I mean, not 30 million are getting skinned alive, but 30 million dogs are eaten. Now, look, if they are killing them like humanely and eating them, I have no problem with that at all. They can eat them. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. But that skinning them, that's fucked up, man. That is fucked up. Anyone who tortures an animal is a fucking, really, you're a piece of shit, I think. Now, I'm a meat eater. I go hunting. You know what I mean? But I don't fuck around. I wouldn't fucking hurt. If there's whatever you can get your hands on. My mates went goat hunting the other week. We don't fuck around. You put them down quickly, you know what I mean? Where am I? I'll jump back in the comment section because I was fucking ranting there. Anxious Aussie, urban hunting. They are allowed to bag pigeons and rats too. So they eat pigeons and rats too. I've heard of them people eating pigeon. You know what I mean? Quail, about quail. Well, they want a discussion on bug protein or cannibalism or so. why ban the family pet? And I think you're right, because I read an article the other week about some stupid fucking idiot from Sweden, where a lot of idiot ideas come from these days. You know, the proud fucking Viking, people of proud Viking ancestry. What happened? Did the Vikings go and colonize the rest of the world? You know what I mean? Did all the awesome based Viking blood go leave that part of the world? I have no idea, but Sweden is full of fucking soy drinking fucking weirdos at the moment. Hopefully there's like, yeah, anyway. But yeah, I heard about this, them talking about maybe we should eat fucking bugs and cannibalism. And that's like absolutely wild that they would talk about that. And in the same time, yeah, they would be like, but we don't want you to eat your cat and fucking dog, mate. Because I like fucking cat. I like cats and dogs. You know, whatever. They're so cute. Because they're probably cat mums and dog dads. You know what I mean? I didn't fucking settle down. I'm like Peter Pan. I'm a fuckhead. I'd never settled down and created life. I wanted to carry on like a fucking teenager. Now I'm 40, 50, and I'm a dog mum or a cat dad. And it's probably the cat mums and the dog dads who are like, you can't eat these dogs and cats. They're my babies. You know what I mean? Some dude was reading in me Telegram Dusty Bogan chat. And there was all these articles about, you know, mass immigration of Chinese people and Indians to Australia. I think it's the Grand Bogan was posting it. And I'm like, yeah, okay. I don't really give a fuck about. This is my condition. Don't complain about immigration to a Western nation if you yourself have not created children. If you don't have kids, if you didn't fucking pull your head in, get a missus or a husband, right, and create children, you're the reason why we're fucking migrating people. It's your fault. So don't fucking complain to me. Don't post on my fucking page whinging about mass migration if you don't have fucking, you should have 3 children. If you got 3 or 4 kids, right, you created, you know, one for mum, one for dad, and one for the country. If you've done that, yeah, you can complain. But if you're a cat mum or a dog dad, shut the fuck up and don't post anything on my channel. Thank you. And if you do have kids, that's fine. Say whatever the fuck you want. Anyway, I believe in freedom of speech, so I'm only joking. You can post whatever you want. Don't give a fuck. But all I'm saying is, come on, get the balance right. Do you know what I mean? Where am I in the comment section? Mike Adams. Puppy meat is probably similar to veal. Some of them, I like the idea of eating cute animals. To me, they seem like they'd be delicious, nice and tender and juicy. But, you know, don't be like the fucking Southeast Asians who skin their cats and dogs alive. That is so fucked up. As long as you're putting it down humanely, I don't give a fuck. Eat it. I'll eat anything. Remember Phil Robinson from Duck Dynasty? And he's like, he always reads the part of the Bible, how it's like in the new covenant, you can eat like anything and everything. And he's like, you can eat it. And he always goes on just like, you should eat it. He's like, I eat catfish. Fucking eats anything, man. Phil Robinson from Duck Dynasty. If you haven't seen Duck Dynasty, you need to watch it, man. That dude is fucking hilarious. And I reckon there's nothing There's no animal on this earth he wouldn't eat. You know what I mean? For the most part. He wouldn't eat insects, but like, you know, actual animals, he'd fucking eat them. He would have a chop in them. Any fucking way. I've got heaps of fucking news articles to read, but I'll fucking read them tomorrow. Thirsty Thursday. Maybe I'll grab a 6-pack of beer and have a few beers with you. Anyway, we'll call it a fucking night tonight, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We're almost on an hour. Gotta go get a $1 cheeseburger minus sauce and a thick shake. You know what I'm talking about. Thanks for fucking tuning in. We'll catch you tomorrow afternoon, probably like 4:30-ish Brisbane time. And I've got heaps of news articles to read and fucking banter about. Cheers, eh? Fucking have a good Walkabout Wednesday.